2009-0387. Parish President remarks. Mr. St. Pierre.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to thank Governor Jr for visiting with us on September 23rd. Governor Jr presented St. Charles Parish officials with over $5 million federal hazardous mitigation funding during a stop on his Louisiana working tour. We have some videos up there for you to look at. The parish is currently applying for a $4.8 million in Gustav Ike Community Development Block Grant recovery funding to construct an approximate 24,000 square foot community center that will house the parish programs and departments targeted to low and moderate income residents. These include the Department of Community Services, Parks and Recreation. And the St. Charles Parish will also apply for $883,375 in Gustav Ike hazardous mitigation funding allotted as a result of the hurricane. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the Alligator Festival this weekend, although it was kind of wet and muddy. All the money raised at this festival goes to issuing of scholarships at Dustran and Hornville, 5 at Hornville, 5 at Dustran, and 1 Votex scholarship at each school. We had this week we had a interagency meeting with all the fellow elected officials of St. Charles Parish. We try to meet once a month. We'd like to thank Gary Smith, Representative Gary Smith, for showing up at this meeting. And at each meeting, we take turns discussing what's coming up in our particular areas. This week it was us where we discussed the projects that we're getting ready to come up with: the community center, the DMV building, the animal shelters, and the boat launches. For those of you who are not able to participate in the Parish Comprehensive Plan Visioning meeting in August, you have another opportunity. We heard from a few communities that they wanted to hold additional visioning meetings. Those additional meetings will be held this week and next week. Tomorrow night will be in Ama, Thursday in Bayou Gauche, and Monday, October 12th, will be in Hornville. This will be the exact same format as the meetings that were held in August. So if you attend those or participated, online, no need to attend these meetings. Additional public meetings and forums will be held in the coming months after the visioning process is complete. Please check with the Planning and Zoning Department if you have any questions. I'd also like to thank the United Way for inviting me to the Imaginary Library Kickoff event. Imaginary Library is a program which provides any child ages birth to 5 with an age-appropriate book every month. For more information about this, you can contact the United Way, or we have some flyers in our office, and I'm sure there's some throughout the parish. We had a great turnout for the Battle of Paddle. I was lucky to be, or unlucky to be, one of the judges. I had to sample 44 bowls of jambalaya, and I'm fat enough as it is, so I didn't need to eat all that food. But it was a great turnout. It's a great way for the United Way to raise money, and we'd like to thank all the participants who came out and cooked. Congratulations to all those who graduated from drug court. I'd like to wish them all good luck in their future endeavors. Drug court is something that is I don't know how much money we allocate to them every year. Tim, you have any idea? I think it's $60,000, something like $60,000. And if you ever have an opportunity to attend one of these, you really ought to attend. There was 10 people who graduated. A very moving experience. These young people have to go through 36 months of strenuous training. They have to get drug tested 3 times a week. They have to do 20 hours of community service a week. They have to attend 4 classes a week. And once you miss one of those meetings, you got to go back to the starting date, start all over again. So some of these people took 5 years to get out of this program. So, and at the end, part of the requirement is to get up and say what effect that the drug court had on your life. And everybody in the room had, when they came up to give their little talk, everybody had tears in their eyes. It was a very moving experience, and you can see the gratitude of the parents sitting out in the audience, and their kids finally came through, and some of them, it really made a difference in life. It's a great project, great program. Our second trash bash event took place last Saturday. Thanks to all the teams that signed up and all those who came out and cleaned the parish. We're looking forward to hosting another one like this in February. Rustin made a comment this morning in the office, and he said that the first time we really had a lot of trash. The second time it wasn't as bad, wasn't as bigger items that we had to pick up the second times. So I think the people are really starting to catch on that we want a clean parish, and they're being more careful with what they're throwing out the windows. I also like to remind everyone that October the 17th we have our 3 millages coming up. The health center, the roads and drainage project, and the library. So don't forget to go out and vote October 17th. And absentee voting is taking place right now until October the 13th. Some wastewater projects. Project number 8017 was the Beaupre and Lakewood pumping station upgrade and force main. The cost of that project, as you remember, is $827,975. The project is substantially complete and in operation. The remaining to be done is the sheeting along the canals, cleanup and final dress up, and a punch list. Since the Beaupre station has been placed into operation, we have experienced no problems with rain events. Upon investigating the results of the heavy rainfall, we found that the entire system was virtually dry. This was an area of numerous overflows in the past. We had no complaints from anyone in the area since the Beaupre station was placed in service. The Lakewood lift station flows have been rerouted through the new force main directly to the oxidation pond with no problems. This project should reach final completion within the next month. We had a lot of errors a lot of problems in this area, and I tell you, this engineering company did a great job on that, and we were really excited about it. The Dextrahan wastewater treatment plant was a cost of $609,671. The repair to the headworks are complete, and the system is back in operation, including the repaired rotary screens. Engineering is in progress on the repairs to the influent well. Upon inspection of the influent well, it was found that it was to be in better condition than was initially expected. The amount of corrosion was far less than that found on the headworks. We're waiting for the engineer's recommendation on what repairs will be required and how they will be addressed. The Hornville wastewater treatment plant, the headworks and the influent well were inspected and found to be in a much better condition than initially expected. We expect the engineers to recommend similar repairs to the preceding plant. The odor control system, the A2S gas that you all heard that would cause all the problems originally. Numerous systems, chemical, ozone, carbon, and bio were discussed. The consensus was that the bio system would be the preferred method of the H2S gas removal. We are awaiting an engineer's recommendation on how to correct this problem. Upcoming projects, we have a $1.9 million estimate as to the Bosco lift station, to the St. Charles Parish lift station, to the Ashton lift station, and the associated force mains are in engineering at the present. Upon completion of these upgrades, the recurring overflows in the old Luling area should end. Also, the Bosco and the St. Charles lift station upgrade will place these stations in compliance. 2 additional lift stations in the old Luling area, Monsanto Park lift station and Loop Street station, will be upgraded and placed in compliance. 2 additional lift stations, one in the Booty area on Magnolia Ridge Road and the other in Mimosa Park on Mimosa Street, will be upgraded and placed in compliance. At present, we have no defined starting dates. The financing for these projects is in place, and those are through the State Revolving Loan Fund. Additional accomplishments, the cost of over $200,000, numerous manholes, gravity, and force mains remain repairs through Infraform. This is a part of the maintenance requirements for a realization state revolving loan. These repairs also relate to the federal CMOM, that's Capacity Management Operation and Maintenance Regulations. And we'd like to welcome our new business into our parish. The grand opening was held last week. The Good Housekeeping furniture store by the old Kmart building in Luling. We'd like to welcome to our parish. And that concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. And just a little bit of clarification, and so that people know that the election is, that this week was like an absentee or early voting, and then for this weekend is all renewals.
Right.
That is on existing millages, and it's renewals for the fire department, road maintenance, and the health unit.